Hey Money Movers, welcome back to Millennial Money Moves with Nadia. Today I kind of want to talk about some crypto. You guys have probably seen it's been booming lately, especially Cardano. I was super bullish on that one and it's been on fire. A lot of you guys have been messaging me about the money you made on that one and how I put you onto that one. And that makes me so happy because I want to help people start investing, but I also want to share what moves I'm making and, give you guys like a frame of reference. I can never tell you, go buy this, but this is why, I like to share what I'm buying. And I also want to talk about some of the biggest myths that I hear about the stock market, because some of you watch my videos and haven't started investing yet and you're a little scared or you still have some concerns. So this is for my beginners or people who haven't started and are just educating themselves. All right, so let's get started.
So Nadia, what's up?
We making money moves.
Who making money moves?
We making money moves.
You making money moves?
We making money moves.
We making money moves.
We making money. So Cardano and Ethereum are absolutely on fire. I wanted to address that really quickly. Those have been going up and I think they could still have some room to grow by the end of the year. With Cardano, I think I'm going to do a little bit of swing trading with it, but I'm not going to sell out of it completely. I'm still going to keep some in my long-term portfolio, but I think it could hit $5 by the end of the year. And I think Ethereum, man, it's crazy to see how that's grown. I think it was like 1,800 when I first got some Ethereum and started talking about it. And now it's almost 4,000. And I think it could get up to the 4,000s in the near future. It is crazy seeing where that's gone. I'm going to share my crypto portfolio soon because there's a couple other ones in there that I have. I don't have much of anything, but I do want to share which cryptos I'm invested in. I'm going to do a whole video dedicated to that. But I also wanted to talk about why you should be investing in the stock market. So a lot of people kind of say, isn't it like gambling? Do only rich people make money? Is it worth it? Why can't I just have a savings account? And all of those things I think I need to address as soon as possible because I want more people investing in the stock market. If you look at your APY on your savings account, it's not very high. And it needs to be at least above 2% to combat inflation. And I think inflation in 2021, I just looked at a chart recently, it was about 5%. So your savings account is doing nothing. That's why people say you're losing money if you're trying to build wealth from a savings account. The best way to do it is investing. And there's a couple different ways you can invest in the stock market. There isn't necessarily a right or wrong way. Some people like to invest in individual stocks and have highly aggressive portfolios. Now, I obviously have individual stocks. I talk about that all the time. When you guys see me doing my stock picks, I just did one on ChargePoint. So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out. But I think there are, safe ways to invest too. I like to have a mix. So I have some ETFs, I have mutual funds, and I have individual stocks. If you don't know what those terms mean, you can go ahead and look through my old videos. I kind of break all these things down, why it's important to diversify. You want to be in lots of different types of stocks as well. You don't just want to be all in tech. You don't want to be all in pharmaceuticals. You want to have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of, everything. And I know I might have addressed some of these things before, but this is for my new viewers or people who, maybe have never seen one of my videos before. I want to motivate as many people as I can to start investing, especially minorities. We don't really talk about this in our households for whatever reason, and I want to help change that. I can't do it all by myself, but hopefully if you guys are watching my video, you feel inclined to share it, or you feel that you need to start talking about money and ways to save and grow your wealth and build a better future for our future kids. Now, one of the most common things I've heard of is the latte effect. And that's kind of like Larry's $1 million cup of coffee idea. It's that thing where if you invested $5 a day into the S&P 500 for the next 40 years, you would have $1 million. And so when people say, don't you have to be rich to invest? This is why I say, no, that's not necessarily true, because $5 a day is not very much. And lately, I've been wanting to invest more money in the stock market. And so I took a look at where I spend my money. And I found that I spend most of my money, unfortunately, on Uber Eats, getting food delivered, and in Ubers in general. I'm always going somewhere, going out, with my friends on the weekends. I live in Chicago, so I mean, you go from one neighborhood to another, even if they're close by. With Uber prices lately, that's $30 one way, $30 back. That's $60. So I want to challenge you guys to take a look at where you're doing most of your spending and maybe make some adjustments. Because for me, it was getting food delivered. And I mean, that's ridiculous. You guys know there's taxes, tips, service fee, delivery fee, small cart fee. They're just making things up at this point to charge you even more money. You end up paying sometimes double, if not triple the amount if you had just gone out to the store and bought it, or if you had just cooked at home. I've been cooking a lot more lately, also to take care of my health, but mostly to cut back on some of my spending. And so I am doing this challenge. It's a new month. So for me, I'm going to delete Uber Eats, and for 30 days, I'm not going to get any food delivered, and I'm just going to see how much money I save and how much of that money I can use to start investing. Because there are little things, little spending habits that you may not realize are costing you a lot of money. So I really want you guys to write out your expenses and just see where your money is going. Take a look at it. A lot of people, I've noticed, especially a lot of people, if they don't have a lot of money, just tend to avoid it. But that's not what we want to do. We want to take a look at where we're spending our money and how we can make it better. People tend to, and that's problems with anything, right? We don't like it, we sweep it under the rug, we ignore it, but that's not how you have growth. And the same thing works financially. It's like diets. You think of, what is your trainer going to tell you to do? The first thing they tell you is log the food that you're eating. Do the same thing with the money that you're spending. Log it. Look at what you have spent your money on. Look over your statements in your checkings account. I think there's a lot of crossover in psychology and finance. And, I posted about it on my Instagram. September is Suicide Awareness Month. And I love talking about mental health. For those of you who don't know, I was working as a behavior therapist before I started doing YouTube. So I love everything about psychology and behaviors. And spending money is a behavior, and our relationship with money is totally psychology. And I want you guys to have healthy relationships everywhere in life, but especially healthy relationships with money. A lot of things can be traced back to our childhood, and our relationship with money is one of them. I've talked about before how, investing wasn't really talked about in my household, and I didn't know much about it. I'm obviously an adult now, and I have, access to the internet and books and opportunities to learn about stuff on my own. But it's interesting how many things trace back to our childhood. And maybe that's why, some people have fear. Some people maybe didn't grow up having a lot of money, and they get some money, and maybe now they're afraid they're going to lose it all. So they're scared to invest because they think investing can be kind of gambly. But I think education is one of the most important things. If you're educating yourself on how to make investments and how to make safe investments, you know that if you're putting your money in the stock market, it will grow at a compounded rate, and you're going to be combating inflation, which is so, so important. I feel like one of the biggest things I've taken away from, reading different books, watching different other content creators who talk about finance, is that rich people don't work for money. They make their money work for them. And I feel like, I always heard people saying that, make your money work for you, make money in your sleep. And I was like, okay, these cheesy kind of sayings, but no, it's really true. The stock market is one of the best ways to do that. Because, look at Cardano. I think I bought that a while back, and now the percentage increase that I've had in my crypto portfolio and in my stock portfolios are insane. But I didn't actively do anything other than buy it. And it's these kinds of ways of making money that are really going to help you to grow generational wealth. You're already working hard for the money you make. Let's take that money and make it work for you. I know I didn't give out a stock pick or crypto pick in this video, but this is kind of, I just wanted to encourage people who are thinking about investing, why they should and how it can help them make money. I feel like, people kind of put it off as, oh, I'll get to it later, I'll invest one day. No, open that brokerage account, start investing. I really like Fidelity and Vanguard. I have some step-by-step videos of how to open an account with Fidelity, how to open a Webull account, that sort of thing. And I also wanted to mention that the Social Security Trust is running out of money. And so a lot of people, surprisingly, were kind of banking on that as getting checks in their retirement. But it's running out of money in about, I think it said 2039, which is only like 12 years. And so I want you guys to have a better plan than that. That should have never been the plan in the first place, because it was going to be pennies compared to what you could be making with a 401k, an IRA, or a Roth IRA. And I specifically want to talk about Roth IRAs because you can invest and trade within a Roth IRA. You can put up to $6,000, I think a month in it is the max, and you can allocate those funds to REITs, to stocks, to a bunch of different things. And it's super important that you're picking where you want the money within your Roth IRA to go. So don't just deposit money, make sure you're allocating the funds. That's another thing a lot of people miss. And that is setting you up for your retirement. When you take all that money out, you've already paid a tax on it. And so you don't have to pay taxes if you take your money out at, I believe the age is 59 and a half. So that is a great way to plan for your retirement. And you won't lose any sleep over not getting any money from the Social Security Trust. I want to prepare us Gen Z and millennials out there for, the future. I feel like the Social Security Trust Fund kind of started and is ending with boomers. And, even if you are a little older, you can still start investing your money in a Roth IRA. And I think you can contribute a little bit more than the maximum if you're closer to that age of retirement. So I hope this, kind of helped you guys think about starting to invest or how you can make some more money and planning for your future and building that generational wealth. These things, I know they sound so cheesy, build generational wealth and make your money work for you, but it is so, so true. And these tips have really helped me kind of push myself to start investing, and I want to stress the importance of it. Yes, there are risks, but if you are a long-term investor, this is not like gambling. This is not like going down to the strip in Vegas and blowing all your money. This is how you make your money work for you. All right. I forgot to say in the beginning of this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for when new videos come out. And I will be back. My next video will be me sharing my crypto portfolio. So remember, we're making money moves. Have a good day, you guys. Bye.